What is up, everyone? Whoa. Hold on. Did the intro play twice?
No, I only played once. But what is going on, everybody? Welcome to
I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. I had an echo going on with my I had the video playing on my tab that I didn't see, and I thought I was hearing echoes. Sorry about that. But anyway, guys, welcome to SportVille, episode 16. We only got one guest on for now. It's World. Tristian should be coming on soon. Zone is not here. I believe he is at the Colorado game, which they should be winning because they're playing Stafford, which is terrible. And who else? Talk will not be here is also because he is at the feeder dealing with Swifties. Let's pray for him in the chat. Anyway, guys, we are at 16. We have week 5 review and week 6 predictions of the NFL, and the week 7 Thursday night football game. So a lot of good stuff to happen now. As far as MLB playoffs is going on. I believe who is it again? The
NHL
Astros, the Astros and I already forgot. Dementia is coming early for me or something. Let me check. Oh yeah, the Astros, the Phillies, and which by the way, I think the Astros and Phillies will go to the championships. And the Diamondbacks. I don't think the Diamondbacks are going to beat the Phillies. And I don't think the Astros are going to. I don't think the Rangers are going to be the Astros. I think it'll be Astros and Phillies in the World Series. And I do believe the Phillies will win. But anyway, that's just that. Also, tomorrow we'll have the fight between Tommy Fury and KSI and Logan Paul versus Dylan Dennis. If you guys didn't see there's a big fight that happened when they were doing their face-off against Logan Paul. I probably can't show the clip, but Logan Paul, he threw a water bottle. As they're walking away, he threw a water bottle at Dylan Dennis. Dylan Dennis got mad, walked into him, threw a microphone at him, and Logan Paul was bleeding everywhere. There was actually rumors going around that the fight might get canceled because he had an open wound. But the good thing, it got resorted, and the fight will still be happening tomorrow. So that's good. And my prediction still seems the same. I will say I do believe Logan Paul will win this fight. Dylan Dennis did do jiu-jitsu, but I don't think that is really going to do well against boxing. I guess especially Logan Paul, he's taller. He has a farther reach. I don't think he is a good boxer, but I think he's a good enough boxer to beat Dylan Dennis. Although I would like to see Dylan Dennis win. I'm not a fan of Dylan Dennis, but I just don't like Logan Paul at all. He's just a scammer. He's a jerk, and I just don't like him as a person. But KSI versus Tommy Fury, I definitely believe Tommy Fury is going to win. KSI never fought a real boxer before. He only boxed YouTubes. He hardly trains. He's probably training now, but before he hardly trains. He's off doing YouTube and music. He has Prime. Tommy Fury has been training basically full days. He fights professional fighters and he wins professional fighters. Everyone wants to talk about that little knockout that happened with Jake Paul. It wasn't a knockout. He got tired out and kind of fell on his knee. Either way, he still won, and I think Tommy Fury will win. In a pretty fair, I think it'll go to the. I think there's 6 rounds. I believe there's 6 rounds. If there's 6 rounds, I think Tommy Fury will win by round 4. And then the Logan Paul and Dylan Dennis, I will say Logan Paul wins in 5. That's my prediction. I believe there's 6 rounds. But anyway, there's that. But now I think we should go to NFL. Before we get to the NFL, guys, should we look at the standings real quick, or should we wait?
I'd say wait.
Yeah, we should probably. I'll also the scores first, and then we'll look at the standings because it's pretty interesting. And Ben, he's not on this one, but he was on the last one. We do have his week 5 predictions on there. So anyway, let me show the scores of all the games, and we'll talk about them. Let me get it pulled up. Okay, here we go. And let me look at the chat real quick. Underground, what's up? The LA Rogers are always sucks. Yeah, I'm more of a Yankees fan. They didn't make it, but I am from Minnesota. I know the Twins are in there, but they lost. Who did they lose to again? They lost to the Astros. So that sucks. But Yeah. I'm not the biggest baseball fan, but I do pay attention to some of it at times, especially playoffs time. I think I do that for pretty much every sport, even like soccer. And yes, soccer. That I don't really pay attention to when World Cup time. I'll focus on that stuff. But anyway, let me get the stuff. All right, here we go. So here is our first game. We got the London game against the Jaguars and Bills, where the Jaguars win 25-20. And wow, I for sure thought the Bills were going to win. They just weren't competitive enough on offense as we were last week against the Dolphins. Well, the Jaguars were. Calvin Ridley played amazing. Their running back actually did amazing. I don't remember his name. He did amazing. And their defense position looked a lot better because I know the Jaguars defense haven't been the best. And yeah, I don't think this is a thing to look at the Bills where like it's going to be bad for their season. I still think they're a great team. I think the Jaguars are also a great team. And it just sort of happens sometimes. But for the Jaguars, this is a really good look for them, beating the Bills at one of the best competing teams in the AFC. And yeah, so this is a good game. World, what do you think?
Well, I am so happy the Jaguars won this game because I hate the Bills. I do not like the Bills at all.
I like the Bills.
Stephon, I just don't like the Bills. They're just too OP. But the Jaguars went into this game as the underdogs, and I always love seeing the underdog win. So phenomenal performance by Trevor Lawrence and Calvin Ridley and, the whole team. So
yeah,
I think this is a good sign for the Jaguars that they can compete with the best of the best.
That's true. All right. Next team we got here, and if Ben was here, he'd be really happy. But we got the Ravens versus Steelers. Steelers beating the Ravens. And the Ravens, I don't know what happened, but all the receivers were missing wide open catches. Wide open. It is not Lamar's fault at all. It was embarrassing. Zay Flowers was an amazing rookie. He was playing terribly. Bateman, most overrated receiver in the NFL. I think he's terrible, if I'm being completely honest. Surprisingly enough, Odell Beckham was the only person that actually made a couple catches, and I believe he was out like half of the game. So it is rough. The Steelers, their offense, I still don't think is that good. They had a couple good plays. Yeah. I still think they didn't fire Matt Canada. But the defense would hold it together. TJ Watt, I think, is one of the best defensive players in the NFL currently right now. You could even make the argument that he is the best. And their Steelers defense is amazing. I know the beginning, everyone's talking about the pass coverage, how it looks terrible. Peterson looked terrible. But I think they're starting to look a lot better. Even their pass coverage. You could blame it. Well, yes, they're missing wide open catches, even some in the end zone. But overall, they still showed up. They beat the Ravens, and they won. They're now winning in the division. So I got to give congrats to the Steelers because they just had a rough beginning. And I think this will give them a lot of confidence going into the next game. So good on the Steelers side.
Yeah.
But what do you think about this game?
They beat a tough team. To be honest, the Ravens choked this game. They started out 10-0, and it looked like they were going to win. And then all of a sudden, the receivers couldn't grab a single catch, like, at all. And the Steelers came storming back, and it was very impressive how they pulled this off. And, they should have the momentum going into this week because they just beat a really tough team in their division. So if I was a Steelers fan, I'd be as ecstatic about this win. So.
All right, next we got the Falcons beating the Texans. A pretty surprising game here because the Texans were looking amazing, especially C.J. Stroud and their defense. But the Falcons came in here. They played a really good game. Ritter, I think his name is, he played a lot better. I still don't think he's the future for this team. I mean, he is still technically a rookie. I mean, he didn't play much last year, so you could give him time. But I don't know. He's kind of like a hit or miss. He has some good games. Bijan Robinson's still playing at an elite level, potential offense rookie of the year. I would say it's him, Puka, or Stroud, one of those guys. And yeah, the Texas defense was disappointing. I still think C.J. Stroud played amazing. Their offense did good enough, but still, I don't know. The Texans running game is bad. The offensive line played bad as usual. And the Falcons just came away and won against over a field goal. I still think the Texans are a better team. It's just the Falcons just got that overdue. And I'm wearing a Falcons jersey right now. I'm not a Falcons fan. I'm a Giants fan, as you can see. But I don't know. It's a cool jersey. It's the Matt Ryan Super Bowl jersey. Best Super Bowl of all time. And Falcons should have won. But that's beyond the point.
I disagree, but
Hey, whatever. I already know I don't know what Tom Brady's doing in the halftime to get the refs to do that, but whatever. Anyway, what do you think about this game?
It was good. It was entertaining. The ending was very weird. Because they called a flag at the end for whatever reason. But I just thought the ending was pretty odd. But good game. But I don't think Desmond Ridder is the answer for the Falcons. I think they should draft a quarterback this year because this quarterback class is very good. You have Caleb Williams, which they're probably not going to get, obviously not.
No way.
But you got like the
Drake
Sanders dude from Colorado.
Sanders, you got Daniels on the LSU.
Right.
By the way, can these stupid NFL draft prospects, whatever the hell they're called, stop giving disrespect to Daniels on the LSU? I think even the game last week he played amazing. I think he should be top. I think he's better than Sanders, if I'm being honest. Sanders is overrated. I think it's top 3. I think top 3 quarterbacks in the draft are Caleb Williams, I think his name's Myers or Myers, I forgot his name. I know he plays on like North Dakota or something. And number 3 is Daniels. I don't even think Sanders in top 3, maybe a 4 or 5. And there's a lot of great quarterbacks out there. I think he's just really overrated because he's Deion Sanders' son, and he plays for the most overhyped college team. And Colorado is a good college team, but they're overhyped as hell. If I'm being honest, Deion Sanders is not the coach of that. I don't think no one would give a hell about them. So, yeah, there's just a lot more better team. I mean, Georgia's a far better team. I mean, they're probably top 5, but people are making it out like they're the best college team in like college history, and they're just really not. But anyway, next game. All right, golly, we gotta go this game seriously. All right, well, I was driving home in the car. It's my turn to talk. You know when it's a team game, I get to talk. All right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. Well, so I was driving home from church during this game. I was watching on my phone, in misery, obviously. But honestly, there was a one thing that happened in this game, which we all knew this was going to happen. We knew the Dolphins were going to beat the Giants. I wasn't saying like, oh no, like I knew it was going to happen. I just it was like, all right, I'm ready to get depressed again. Let's go. But there was one play where we got a 97-yard pick six, and I was really excited for that. Even though I was like, it couldn't really matter, but just seeing us even score a point was good to see. Also, our defense played amazing. We sacked Tua many times. Obviously, the 97-yard pick six. We made them punt around, I think, 4 times or 5 to 6 times when they are the fastest and one of the best offenses in NFL. So I was really proud of our defense, but overall our offense still sucks. The worst offensive line maybe in NFL history. Daniel Jones got injured, neck injury, which that's what's going to happen if Evan Neal, the freaking ogre-looking man, blocking. And he's not going to be playing week 6 against the Bills, so that's great. We still have Andrew Thomas back. He's still out. He's going to be out next week too, who is our best offensive line. Saquon Barkley's probably not going to be playing next week. It's up for debate. He sprained his ankle in the Cardinals game, and he's still not back. So even if we do get everyone together, it won't matter if the offensive line. The offensive line's so bad. Like, I don't think you can even do anything. There's nothing under the sun you can do with this team with the offensive line this bad. Like, we could put my freaking 120-pound scrawny body in there. I could do better than them. It is actually embarrassingly bad. Like, I would fire every single one of them. And, like, you got to get rid of some people. Get rid of either, like, some of your star players on defense. Even Saquon is up for debate because it doesn't matter to have a star running back when your offensive line is this bad. And it's just so embarrassing. I think offensive line is one of the most important things you need on offense because even if you have a bad quarterback or bad receivers, you can still work around that. But if you have good, bad, or terrible anything, it won't matter for that offensive line. That's why they need to fix it fastly. We did get some new offensive lines, but it's nothing big. And just some free agents that no one else wanted. That's all they really are. Probably better than what we have now, but still not good. And I am not excited for the Bills game at all. It's gonna be sad. And Daniel Jones will be playing. We're gonna have our backup quarterback play. So, yippee. But yeah, this sucked. But it was fun to see that defense touchdown. Our defense had more touchdowns than the offense this game. So that just shows us how bad we are. But anyway, that's what I got for this game. World, you can go.
All right, Tristan's in the backstage.
Great.
But call it recency bias, call it whatever you want. I got the Dolphins winning the Super Bowl. They look really freaking good.
Ooh.
Tua's been amazing. He's leading the league in passing yards. Tyreek Hill has been going off like crazy. Defense is pretty good. I think the Dolphins are the biggest threat to the Bills right now.
Did the Bills by 28 points?
Yeah, I know. They won by 20, but to be fair, the Bills were at
I
home.
still think the Dolphins can beat the Bills their next game.
I don't think so. I think next game will be closer, but I still think Bills.
But I think it's going to be Bills and 49ers in the Super Bowl. It's going to.
I agree. I said that in the beginning too. I said that in February. I never really had.
As much as the Eagles are doing good right now, the Eagles are not doing as good as they were last year. So I don't.
They're
think
5-0, but it's a really ugly 5-0. I could say.
They almost lose every game they've been playing.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they're not going to
against the Commanders too. So
yeah.
All right, let's go to our next game.
I would talk crap, but I can't. We lost.
No, we'll get to your game, and
we don't need to talk about the game.
We'll get to your game, buddy. All right, Lions versus Panthers. Lions destroyed the Panthers. Panthers go 0-5. The Panthers suck. They're the worst.
Panthers are bad.
Bryce Young is not the problem. Give him time.
Salt on the wound. They don't even have a first-round pick because they gave it to Chicago.
Yep, they gave it to Bryce Young, and I think you should have. Listen, I think Bryce Young was the best prospect to get at the time, but it's really hard to put him in a team like this, especially people in college. Like, it's far different from college to NFL. Like I said, it could benefit you, and it could because you're playing with such good players, but you're playing against such good players, so it's really hard. That's why some people either that are great in college do bad, like Tim Tebow, or some people that are really bad in college, like Tom Brady, who's like a backup on like the Wolverines for like a year, barely made the NFL, got in and became the second best quarterback in the NFL. So sorry, but without this, I think the Lions are top 3 in the NFC right now to go to Super Bowl. Far better than the Cowboys. Far better.
Yeah.
Far.
I'll be like week 2. I would have said that's questionable.
Quarterback too.
I would have said that's questionable in week 2, but no, it's true.
I don't know
Lions
if that's even in top 15 anymore, if I'm being honest, but we'll get to that.
I mean, he's still better than Daniel Jones. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Listen.
But he still sucks. Somewhere now, he sucks. Right now, he's ass. Tech. I'll even.
But anyway, Lions are great. Panthers suck. That's all I got for this game.
Yeah, I love to see the Panthers just lose. Weren't they like a top team years ago?
No, not really. They sucked for a long time. They were
they did go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. When Cam Newton was in his prime, they were really good.
Yeah. Cam Newton was good. I think it was around 2016 or more 17 and 18 where he just injuries destroyed him.
Yeah,
and then they haven't got back yet. And anybody has anything else to add on this game?
Yeah, the Lions are very good. Panthers are very bad, and they don't even have a first-round pick.
I can see them making the NFC Championship.
Yeah. They haven't won a playoff game for a long time either. All right, Colts beat the Titans. This is a good game. I don't believe I don't think Anthony Richardson was playing this game. Is that true?
He played, but he got injured.
Okay, yeah. Again,
I don't know how to feel about the Titans right now.
The Titans are the biggest hit or miss team. They play good, sometimes they play bad. I think the Colts are a good team. They have a great offensive line. They have Pittman as a receiver. They got a great defense. Taylor was back. He had a really slow comeback game, but that's usually what happens with players that are injured for like the whole time. They usually come back a little slower, then they kind of slowly get back to what they were. So I think he'll be good. And if Richardson stays more safe, because I know he loves to run, but he doesn't do it in a safe way. Because I love him. I think he's one of the best quarterback in the draft. Even though I think C.J. Stroud just has been more safe. I think if he stayed as safe as C.J. Stroud, that he would have better stats than C.J. Stroud. Even though C.J. Stroud is playing amazing. I do believe that. But Richardson, I don't want him to end up like Kyle Murray. I don't want him to end up like any of the quarterbacks that just have great talent, just wasted because of injuries. So he has to play safe. And but the Colts could be a really good team if they play safe. I could definitely see him making a wild card round.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got for this game.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks that Anthony Richardson got injured again because he literally just came back from injury and he's been very fun to watch. And Michael Pittman's very underrated. I think he's been doing pretty good. And, they're getting Jonathan Taylor back. They just gave him an extension, so I think things are looking up for the Colts, except for the Richardson injury. But Titans, like you said, hit or miss. Depends on if Hopkins plays good or not. Ryan Tannehill, they're probably going to be looking to move on from him at the trade deadline.
Oh, yeah.
So they can give Will Levis or that other dude, I can't remember his name.
I think they'll take a shot with Will Levis for a while.
I was surprised that nobody took him in the first round.
I would just give him a start. I mean, honestly, Ryan Tannehill has been playing the best. I would just give him at least one start. See what
Titans do still have potential, but I don't think they're going to make the playoffs.
No, I mean Derrick Henry still played amazing this game. He's definitely holding that team. And Hopkins, like I said, if they get a good quarterback and like a good star defense player, they could definitely be Super Bowl contenders, honestly, because DeAndre Hopkins, I think he's a good receiver, but I think he's only a good receiver when he has a good quarterback.
Yeah, and he hasn't had maybe the best. He hasn't had the best quarterback.
I mean, Kyle Murray is good for him, but then Kyle Murray just got injured half of his career. So, and then Deshaun Watson was also great for him, also, but and he's on Houston. But yeah, so if they get a good like an elite quarterback, by elite I mean like a top 10, and then just at least one good defensive player, whether it's either a corner, because they really don't have no one really that impressive on defense to consider like a star elite player. Because if they just get some pressure on some quarterbacks of defense and force a couple punts, and they have Derrick Henry, a top 10 quarterback, and Hopkins as receiver, I think they could definitely be a great team. They're just missing that. So if Will Levis does end up being a really good quarterback, then the Titans could fastly switch to a really good team. Because their biggest problem right now, I think, is their defense and their quarterback.
Yeah.
And they fix that, they could be really good. So, yeah, that's all I got for this game. All right, next we got the...
Damn. Cowboys and Giants commemorates.
Okay, yeah, but this was against... All right, so you're saying the Saints are better than the Cowboys?
I don't know. I don't know about that. Even though they did, Patriots did score a point. I don't know. Cowboys are unpredictable. You don't know with them.
I think they're pretty predictable. I think they suck. But anyway,
they do not suck.
World, you go ahead. It's your team. Go ahead.
If you lose this game this week, we're out here. We suck.
You will.
Okay. What the hell is going on? 34-0 against the Saints. Their defense isn't even that good.
All right, Tristian, you need to shut the hell up. All right. You just wait till the 49ers game comes on, buddy.
I'm joking. Keep going. Sorry, Roll.
Okay. Mac Jones. What is going on? He's making very bad decisions. He's making misreads. Even the defensive players in practice are being hard on. They're saying, bro, you can't do that. It's going to get picked off. But I don't think he's the main problem. I don't think it's all on him. Yes, he deserves some of the blame, but not all of it. I think Belichick deserves more of the blame because he's the one who put this offense together. At some point, he's going to have to realize that you can't just take whoever on your offense and expect it to work. You need a legitimate receiver for your offense to be substantial. Look at every quarterback that's been taken in Mac's class. Trevor Lawrence, he has Calvin Ridley and Christian Kirk. Justin Fields has DJ Moore. Zach Wilson has Garrett Wilson. Who does Mac have? Nobody. Juju, who doesn't have knees, can't freaking run. Kendrick Bourne, who's a hit or miss. Devontae Parker, who can't get open and is mid as hell. And then our most explosive wide receiver is Demario Douglas, a wide receiver from the 6th round that only gets like 18 snaps a game. Hunter Henry, he's all right. Mike Gesicki, they don't even use. And to top it all off, their offensive line is horrible. Can't block for shit. So, like, what do you expect? Like,
Gucci Dog 17.
They're going to have to realize that Mac Jones is not Tom Brady. He's not, like, you can't expect Mac Jones to, like, turn into Tom Brady and
all right,
the offense.
All right, hold on. John, what's up? Did Colorado lose?
What's up? Actually, no, we're winning 30-0.
Yeah, you're playing against Stafford, all right?
Halftime. Let's go.
Anyway, real quick, welcome Zone. And second off, this world, I disagree with you. Mac Jones is definitely the main problem by far.
Oh, yeah, I know. I agree with that, too.
Belichick is not to blame. I think he is not the product of what he used to be, but still, he is not to blame at all. He is the bottom of the barrel of your last problem.
Put in Mike Tomlin in Mac Jones still.
The team he put together was good in an outside point of view. And the reason I say that is because me, you, and most people in the NFL were saying that what the team he put together before they performed this season was a good team. Juju Smith was a good signing. Their defense, growing the defense was good. I think they put together a great team from what they could do. He can't play for those guys. And Mac Jones is most definitely the most problem. He throws more pick chicks than Tom Brady has. His whole career, Tom Brady played like 600 games. So he is definitely the main problem. I will admit that Juju's not playing the best, but not even elite quarterback, a decent quarterback makes the best of the situation. And making the best situation is not throwing pick sixes, all right? And I can relate with that with Daniel Jones, but I don't want to hear it because you guys actually do have a good offensive line, and you guys, well, it's far more manageable than most.
We have the worst offensive line in the entire league.
Well, who do you think's better, Mac Jones or Daniel Jones?
That may be the dumbest thing you ever said in your
right now. Daniel Jones.
The May said all right. Well, first off, Mac Jones is the worst quarterback in the NFL to wear Jones on his back right now.
I don't think he's worse than Desmond Ridder.
Was Daniel Jones has the worst? Did Mac Jones get sacked 30 times this season?
Not 30 times, but
okay. Well, Daniel Jones has, all right, and Mac Jones is still performing probably worse than him, if I'm being completely honest. And he is definitely the worst of this. Your defense, I thought,
he's getting benched by Billy Zappi.
I thought your defense was good. I thought your defense was good. What the hell happened against the Saints? Because the Saints' offense is not even that
Judon's not doing anything.
No.
He got injured. Out for 2 months.
The only good players out for 2 months.
Okay, well, I'm telling you right now, you guys need to tank for Clem Williams.
Dumbass and then take him out the Cowboys game when the game was already over. You just kept him on the field and let him.
All right, World, do you agree with me that you guys need to tank for Clem Williams?
We're not going to be – Caleb Williams isn't realistic. I could see us getting Drake May, but I don't see us getting Caleb Williams. Like, I just don't think we're going to be bad enough.
You have decent players on your league. You can trade and you're clearly sucking to get there. So I think it's definitely possible.
Yeah, right. We're not going to get Caleb Williams.
I hope the Broncos get Caleb Williams. Or Shedeur Sanders.
There's a lot of teams. There's a lot of teams that want Caleb. I think almost every team wants Caleb Williams. There's a lot of teams.
Caleb Williams is the best QB.
I'm sure everybody wants Caleb Williams because he's a generational talent.
They say that every year. They say that every year of every quarterback. They say this puts the best prospect. Last year it was Bryce Young, and then it was who else? Like
last year's draft class, people made it better than it was. I feel like. Like C.J. Stroud and Anthony Richardson are good, but like they're making Bryce Young seem like he was like the best quarterback prospect ever.
Yeah. Well, one thing I will say here is the Saints, I think, are a manageable team. They could be a good team, but I don't think this is more as impressive with the Saints. I see it's more of a downfall with the Patriots.
Yeah,
it is terrible, and the most important position is quarterback, and your quarterback is the worst starting quarterback in the NFL. So obviously, it's the main problem.
I agree with that.
Okay, name a starting quarterback.
What?
Who's the worst starting quarterback than Mac Jones currently?
Desmond Ridder.
Desmond Ridder. Hi, Desmond Ridder. He actually wins games, if you don't know. And he has
He's 4-0 at home.
Tristian Ritter is not worse than I almost said Daniel Jones. He's not worse than Mac Jones. And he has Kyle Pitts. Honestly, Kyle Pitts never gets thrown to. I don't know if they just never use him for some reason when he's a top 5 tight end. Drake London's all right. BJ Robinson's obviously great, but I think Desmond Ritter is not the best quarterback, so he's definitely playing better than Mac Jones. All right, he's not getting blown out like to this. When the main reason this blowout was the offense, and the biggest problem in the offense was Mac Jones. So Mac Jones cost this game. And if you disagree with me, look at the scoreboard. And I don't think that the offensive line definitely is not great, but I don't think they're as bad as an offensive line as people make it to be. There's many times where he's comfortable in the pocket and he makes terrible throws, terrible, awful throws, and that's what cost the game. You can blame it on the receivers too; they're not open all the time, but still, that is not an excuse. At least not to excuse to put away his whole performance, because this performance was so bad. I mean, I could go to Daniel Jones. I don't think Daniel Jones is a good quarterback, at least currently. All right, I'm not going to argue that, but I don't think that he even had the opportunity to prove he's a good quarterback. Mac Jones had, and he's proved he's terrible. So
I disagree.
How do you disagree? Explain how you disagree.
He played well in 2021, and then
okay. So now you're bringing up 2 years ago. You're bringing up freaking 2 years ago. I'm not talking about 2 years ago. 2 years ago, whatever. It's not. I don't want to help. All right. Yeah. Okay. Russell Wilson was
three offensive coordinators. He's gone through 3 offensive coordinators. He isn't stuck with one offensive coordinator. He's been through 3 different ones in his first 3 years of his career.
Let me tell you something. Did those offensive coordinators tell him to throw four pick six? Did they tell him to do that? Did they tell him to make them to beat one of the worst quarterback performances this week? Did they tell him to do that? All right, I'll admit that he doesn't the best team around him, but a good quarterback in the NFL is supposed to make the best of that, and he's making the worst of it. He's making the worst of it. All right. No other quarterback's playing to the level he's playing that's starting. All right, and you can blame the team around him. A lot of people have bad teams around him. Look at Kenny Pickett on the Steelers. He did have Matt Canada, but he still comes out there, plays his best, and wins. He does his best. He doesn't win all the time.
Is probably one of the worst offensive coordinators of all time, and Kenny Pickett's still.
There's a lot of people in bad positions, but they make the best of them, and they're not always the greatest quarterback, but that they just do what they can do for the team. Mac Jones, what he's doing for his team is putting up 0 points, putting pick sixes, and also just reading coverage terribly. And I'm not going to blame that fully on the team around him. I got to blame it on him because he's the man out there doing it. Yes, he doesn't have the best offensive coordinators. Yes, he doesn't have the greatest offensive line. Yes, his receivers are always open. But that does not dispute all the terrible things he's done on this team, which is just plain as day. It says plain as day. So I don't think there's even an argument to be made here because the scoreboard shows it. All right, and your defense also didn't play too good either. And I thought that the Patriots had a top 5 defense. Clearly, I was wrong because the Saints is not even a good team.
Well, they're getting injuries, so.
Well, okay, yeah, he's injured, so now you're not a good defense.
Gonzalez is injured and Judon's injured. Our top 2 best defensive players are injured.
Yep, that's why you're a bad defense currently. Anyway, on to our next games. All right, Jets versus Broncos. Jets beat Broncos.
Can I say this real quick?
Sure.
Sean Payton is the most cocky, arrogant freaking person ever. Nathaniel Hackett, I don't know why people are praising him for goodness sakes. He was the worst coach I've ever seen last year, and people are saying, oh, he's so cool. But freaking Sean Payton is the most cocky, arrogant, crazy son. I hate him. I'm so frustrated with him.
Yeah, I think it's very easy to say that Super Bowl he won with the Saints, Drew Brees carried him. A lot of people said he was a impressive coach. He clearly isn't. And I think it shows here because he has talent on this team and he's not making the best of it at all. Russell Wilson played good this game, but the game against the Chiefs was terrible. So I don't think Russell Wilson's really – I think he's past his prime. I think he never adapted to this organization as he adapted to the Seahawks organizations. Yeah. I think it was just a fast switch for him. He never adapted to it, and he just started declining, and he just never found his groove again, and just declining more and more every day. he could have some moments of improvement, but it's just never going to amount to anything really. Especially with Jerry Jeudy played terrible. And I'm talking about the Chiefs game. Sorry, I keep getting mixed up. But this game, the Jets played good. Breece Hall played amazing. And I don't know why he's on Tristian's bench in fantasy. I don't know why he has him on bench.
Yeah, like I offered him a trade and he wouldn't take it. He wouldn't say no or yeah.
Tristan never accepts trades, like ever.
Right.
Dude, I've done like 2 trades.
He just leaves you on red.
And Tristan, every single trade you did has helped your team. So I don't know why you're so.
Yeah. So I mean,
Jeudy.
I felt like I offered you a pretty fair trade for Breece Hall, and you didn't even say yes or no.
Wow.
Jerry Jeudy, I think he's a great wide receiver. He just doesn't get the opportunities. He just doesn't get open. He needs to work on a few things, but like I don't even know what his deal is. Like he seems like he's a good wide receiver, but he's not proving it.
Yeah. And then with the Jets, I still think Zach Wilson is. I mean, he's there. I think he has room for improvement. I'm not going to say he's even a good quarterback yet. I think he's just decent. He has some good. He has some bad. It all depends on the defense he's playing. And the defense he's playing here is probably the worst defense in the NFL. Yeah, I think the Jets have some possibilities to make a wild card, but I think it's really unlikely. I think they'll just be a decent team this year. And next year we'll see what they want to do with Aaron Rodgers because he has intentions to come back. But who knows if he will even be as good as he is, and who knows if they'll even want to keep him really because if he is not playing that he used to, and Zach Wilson did improve, then who knows if they would even do that. But we'll see what they do.
It's
that's
insane that the Broncos defense is this bad when you have Patrick Surtain and Justin Simmons on the team. Like though Patrick Surtain's a top 5 cornerback, and Justin Simmons.
The thing is, I don't know what it is. I definitely don't think they're playing as they were last year, obviously.
Yeah.
But
the thing about the Broncos is their defense last year was at least decent. This year, it's the worst defense in the league. So now we have nothing.
The worst defense performance, like in NFL history, is awful. And I think it has a lot to do with the coaches too, and that's surreal because obviously the plays are playing up. I mean, half the time the people are wide open, and it's because they do. I think there's one play where they like blitz, and they left Hill wide open. And of course, that was against the Dolphins game, and that was just atrocious. But so the coaches are definitely playing a big part in it, and that you can't get all the blame on that. The players are definitely playing terrible. So yeah.
The O-line was supposed to be good too. The Broncos O-line is just not.
Yeah. All right, Eagles versus Rams game. Cooper Kupp came back for this game. They're playing pretty good in the first half, but the Eagles just destroyed them at the second half. Eagles are definitely a good team to go to 5-0. The Rams still think are a great team. They held them to a really close game to the fourth quarter, but Eagles, I definitely don't think they were as good as they were last year, even though it does say 5-0 on the record. But I'll predict right now that the Eagles will lose in the divisional. That's my prediction.
Yes.
I don't think they're making the championship. I think they're.
I feel like 49ers will beat them.
I could see the Niners. I could see the Lions. I could see even a wild card team making it there. I just don't see I see the Eagles winning in a wild card in a close game and then losing the divisional in a close game. That's what I think. Because all the games they won were really close, and they never really played an elite team yet.
Yeah.
So
they literally almost lost to the Commanders.
Yeah, they went to overtime against the Commanders. So, and the Commanders got blown up by the Bears, which haven't won a game since freaking Elizabeth. Never mind. I want to go there. But the Bears.
Just say since last.
So I think the Rams are still a good team, and Nakua and Cooper Kupp played amazing. Stafford. He has some good plays and bad plays. It goes back to back.
Do you think the Rams defense?
Williams, their running back, was also amazing.
Yeah.
The defense, like I said, is not the greatest. I think Aaron Donald's still holding that defense together, but they're manageable. That's all I really have for that game.
Yeah. Do you think the Rams defense is good?
Decent. I mean, it's not bad.
I agree with that. Jalen Hurts. I mean, people are overrating him. I'm gonna be honest. He's a good quarterback, but I don't know. I think the Eagles are one of the worst 5-0 teams. I still think they're an amazing team. But I don't know. I don't think they're Super Bowl contenders anymore. Like, I don't know. I mean, I think they're obviously Super Bowl contenders, but I don't have them going past the divisional.
I don't see no one. I don't see no one team in the NFL league to beat the Niners. I don't think it's just going to happen.
No.
Yeah.
But the Eagles. I mean, to be fair, Jalen Hurts is put in the best position he could be in, and I'm not going to say like, oh, that team's carrying him because he definitely plays a big factor in that because he brought him to a Super Bowl. It's just, I still think he's top 5, but still the best offensive line in the NFL. You have AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. You got Goddard, the tight end. They have Swift at running back. Yeah, Jason Kelsey. They're probably one of the best offensive line I've seen in the last 10 to 20 years.
And I'm sorry, like, I know people hate the Eagles, but, like, stop saying the tush push should be banned, or, like, the brotherly shove.
No, it should be banned.
Yeah, that's annoying.
It should not be banned.
Why should it be?
How can you defend that?
Unless
I don't even know what that is.
Unless it's for injury, it should. But if it's for competitive reason, then no, it should.
I think it should be banned in the end zone. That's what I think.
Just because they do it better than any other team. I mean, there's not.
If it was another team, nobody would really be complaining.
I don't think it should be unless it's for an injury. Unless they say it for an injury reason, then I'd understand it. But for
I think it should be banned in the end zone because if a team has a good offensive line,
maybe the end zone, but
literally
but
impossible.
besides the first down, I think it's fine.
I mean, the thing is, any NFL team could do that play. They just nobody does it. It's because the Eagles.
Yeah, because they have one of the best offensive line. That's why I think if anyone has a good offensive line, it's going to be impossible to defend. So, I don't know. All right. So this was the refs first Vikings. I was shooting.
Vikings got robbed.
Hey,
Referees,
hey, Patrick Mahomes and the refs, great duo. Good job.
great duo.
Thank God Taylor
Vikings
Swift is
got
not
robbed. Oh my gosh.
because I would prefer to watch Chiefs games without getting barbarited by Taylor Swift like I gave a leaving.
At least
hell.
she wasn't here in this
Yep.
game.
Yeah, I mean, good thing she didn't come there.
Thank
So that
God
was
she
a
was
terrible-
not
last
here.
thing No, good. I didn't feel like I had to turn off the first in that game because the Taylor Swift thing shoved down my throat. Like, holy moly, give me a damn break. But anyway, beyond that, the Chiefs did a really close game. There's like 4 different plays where the refs came in and which absolute bull crap. There's actually a rule if you take off your mask during or after a play, you get I don't know, I think it's like you get something. I forgot exactly what it is.
It's a 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Yeah,
Or
and that happened in the end
15.
zone, and the refs did not call it at all. And this was a really close game too. Like I said, Justin Jefferson got injured; he will be out for 4 weeks. Yeah, there goes my fantasy. But good thing I traded him away for.
I got him for a cheap package too.
Yeah, you just wait till he comes back really slow, and who knows? Maybe he'll be out longer. So I don't want to hear it. But it still sucks. Jefferson is great, and the Vikings are gonna have a rough go without him. But they still got Jordan Addison. I think he has to step up as a leader, as a receiver. I think he's been a great rookie so far.
Do they still have Osborne? The KJ Osborne?
I don't know. I believe so. I don't remember. They do have anchors from the Rams they got, and he actually been playing. He's been playing better. He started off slow. He's playing better. The defense played better too, and having a 1-score game against the Chiefs is impressive, especially healthy Chiefs like with Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, all that. And they actually should have won, or they should at least have opportunity to win, but they really didn't because that stupid ref stuff. But it is what it is. It just happens, I guess. But anyway, that's all I have for that game.
I agree with that. I think, I think the Vikings deserve an opportunity to win that game. I don't think, I'm not saying they should have won it or anything because, we never know what would happen. But I think they deserved an opportunity, especially I don't know. It just seems like the refs are very biased towards the Chiefs. Like, the Jets, then the Vikings.
And the commentators, bro. The commentators need to get Patrick Mahomes' meat out of their mouth. It is insane.
I know.
Like half of the game is them freaking gossiping over Mahomes. I know he's a good quarterback. I'm not a retard or something. I'm not stupid. I understand it. They're it's Mahomes. He's gonna just commentate, please. Or please, can you just commentate like a normal person? My gosh.
The Broncos game, it wasn't a close game, so there wasn't a call that could have given the Broncos a chance. But even the pass interference, they give them all the calls, unnecessary roughness, it's insane. There was one play, I don't know if you saw it. Patrick Mahomes was still in bounds when I believe it was Justin Simmons hit him out of bounds, and they called it unnecessary roughness. I don't. It's insane. But
All right, Sam, go ahead.
all right, hold on. Before all right, I just want to say this. This was the Bengals' first good game. All right, and I know it's against the Cardinals. All right, there was a decent game, an okay game, and then two horrible games. The decent one was against the Ravens, even though we lost. The okay one was against the Rams, even though we won that. And then the last two were Titans, Browns. But Jamar Chase went crazy on my fantasy. I have him in fantasy on the other league, so appreciate that. Joe Burrow felt like he was back. I know again this is against the Cardinals, but the Cardinals are a bottom 5 team. But I mean, either way, they played great. So I thought the O-line played better, only 2 sacks, which is still pretty bad, but against the Cardinals. But either way, it's 2 sacks. And then the defense, Cam Taylor-Britt did great at times, and then the defense kind of fell apart towards the end of the second quarter. But it was good.
All right. Before I talk about the Bengals, I want to talk about the Cardinals because I think they're a really underrated team.
For sure.
First off, their defense is manageable. I definitely don't think you got rid of Isaiah Simmons, obviously. But they still do have Budda Baker. They're doing good. Their offense, Joshua Dobbs, is actually okay. I mean, he's there and he's making good plays. I mean, I know
Kyler Murray.
Yeah, he gets joked around, but like he does put up points and he does do pretty good.
And his pick was not his fault too. Against his pick six, if you saw it went right through the receiver's hands and right into I think it was Ronald Moore, and then went right into Cam Taylor-Britt. So.
Yeah, and Marquise Brown is also a great receiver. I mean, great. And let's also
James Conner.
Yeah, James Conner. Even though he got injured, he might be out. He can be out for a while, but he was playing amazing running back, top 10 tier running back.
In the first quarter, I mean, the Bengals the D line could not stop him. He was.
The thing I think of, what would the Cardinals be if they kept DeAndre? Or if they and what will the Cardinals be if they get a elite quarterback? There's a lot of rumors going around that they're tanking for Caleb Williams because they don't want Kyle Murray, which I think that's a pretty absurd theory because Kyle Murray still plays great, but it's just
never healthy. That's the problem.
I don't know. I feel like everyone's saying that every team's tanking for.
The truth is that they suck. All right, that's just an excuse to make them feel better.
The thing is, Caleb Williams might not even go into the draft this year because he said he's making more money off of college than he would in his rookie deal. So he's saying maybe I'll do it next year. Maybe I'll play another season. So imagine a team tanks down for Caleb Williams and then he doesn't play.
I mean, it's still good quarterbacks. Not his level.
He allegedly doesn't want to play for the Bears. That's what I heard from him and his dad.
Don't blame him.
I wouldn't blame him. I would not blame him for a second.
Because right now the Bears have pick 1 and pick 2, so they can take Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison if the season ended today. And
wait, the Bears have pick 1 and pick 2? Oh yeah, the Panthers first round.
I believe they will trade. I think they'll trade their second overall pick for something. That's what I believe because I don't think they're going to keep those 2 picks. I think
why would they do that? Why would they pass on the best quarterback and the best wide receiver? Could you imagine Caleb Williams, Harrison, and DJ Moore all on the same team? Bro?
People have tried this before. People's tried this before in college. Everyone got over college prospects. Really, only really about 10% of college play draft to really end up being even decent. So I believe that they already have DJ Moore. They don't need to use their second overall pick on another good receiver because it'd just be a wasteful draft pick. You're not going to draft an offensive line or really defense at the second overall pick. So it's best to go to someone with a great defense or a great offensive line that doesn't have a good quarterback and trade that to get something better. Well, by the way, they don't even need a quarterback. Justin Fields is there. Justin Fields played amazing, and I don't think you need to throw that away for a college quarterback. Don't believe that. I think you have these first 2 picks. There's a lot of stuff you can do with them, and it's not to get a quarterback and a receiver. That is just ridiculous because you have 2 of those, and one's decent and one's good. So it's just you're just denying all the real stuff you need, like offensive line, better defense. So I don't know why the hell you would draft a college receiver and quarterback when you have a quarterback that is still playing good and you have an elite wide receiver like DJ Moore. So that is not a good idea.
The Panthers are really regretting that
and
trade.
if you do have Caleb Williams, maybe if Caleb Williams there, maybe you do it because it's hard. It would be really hard to pass on him. But if you want to think about it, there's people that would give half the roster for Caleb Williams, especially people with good defenses or good offensive line that doesn't have a good quarterback. Like imagine what a team. I can't think of a team right now, but imagine how about the Raiders? They have a lot of great players. Imagine what they would do to get a good elite quarterback like Caleb Williams. They would do so much. I mean, Max Crosby, Devontae Adams, they would do so much for that. So there's so much teams that would do that, and I don't think wasting your top 2 draft picks if you still have them on a quarterback and receiver is just dumb. I think offensive line and defense is the main problem. I would keep Fields. I don't think you're writing Fields off right away. Because Fields, he's proved that he can be a good quarterback at times. He just needs more improvement, and he needs better offensive line. So fix your offensive line in the offseason. And these 2 draft picks, maybe you keep one of them. But I don't think you get a quarterback and receiver. I think that's ridiculous. Especially with the Bears. I mean, there are so much teams that would do so much for Caleb Williams if he's there. I mean, Caleb, whatever.
I think that.
But anyway, back to the Bengals real quick. I will say, Bengals played great. Joe Burrow played great. A lot of teams, I don't want to hear any Joe Burrow slander because he was gone in the offseason.
Thank you.
Thing. And if you act like elite quarterbacks need to play at elite level every single time, it's the National Football League. Of course, you're going to be a little slow at times. You're not out there. You're not playing. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes or anything. And by the way, yes, it's the Cardinals, but it's still a national league. The Cowboys lost to them. Pretty embarrassing. But anyway, it's still Bengals. I think this is definitely a good improvement that they're back to their level. But I still got to see what they play, like how they play next game. They're really take that. It's just a really good sign. Jamar Chase played amazing. Hit a historical game, one of the best games for a Bengals receiver.
Tied for the most receptions in a single game in most receptions in a single game in franchise history. So
yeah, that's true. And then our defense was also playing pretty good. The offensive line played better, still pretty bad offensive line. The Bengals, we'll have to see how they play, and they still have some good and easy games down there. They got to win some more divisional games, that's for sure. They don't win these divisional games like the Ravens or Steelers or when they meet the Browns again.
Yeah, I would like to say this doesn't prove that the Bengals are back yet, but this is a good step in the right direction, is what I'll say. And then I think Seahawks is a great chance to prove that. And then we go into the bye week. Then we come back into the bye week and play the Bills and Niners back to back. We play the Niners first. And
those are going to be games to really show what they are. Those are really important games. If you just win one of those, that's what I
would say. If we win one of them, that'd be huge.
Or even if you lose and they're close games, then that could be something. If you lose those 2 games, even if they're close or not, you got to win this division.
Which I think beating beating the Bills is a higher possibility, much higher possibility than the Niners. Just to because I can't bet against my own team, we're giving Brock Purdy his first regular season loss, just so you know.
Oh my goodness, whatever.
I'm just kidding.
All right, guys, hold on a minute. I hate that Tristian has to talk first, but go ahead.
What? Oh,
F Dallas shirt.
WK.
Bro,
you guys see Micah Parsons crying on his podcast about that? Like, grow up.
Yeah.
I know, for
Micah. Yeah.
It's not your fault that you suck ass. Holy crap. Anyway, go ahead.
This was the game to prove that we're a freaking elite team. What the fuck was this, Dallas? What are you doing?
Cowboys elite team. Oh man. Oh.
This was the game to prove.
The Giants were closer. The Giants
did better, and that's freaking sad because Giants are actually ass. They're a bad team.
I don't want to hear it. Hey, listen, I want to hear it.
We still beat you. Shut up. We still beat you 40.
Keep yapping. Keep yapping.
Look,
you work by your own team, buddy.
Look, Dak. What are you doing, Dak?
Nothing.
Your O-line was freaking protecting you. You got to run the ball sometimes, dude. Stop getting sacked and stop throwing picks. You threw 1 pick this year, and now you're throwing multiple like you always do.
Yeah, didn't Dak say that he's only going to throw 10 interceptions this year, and he already threw like 5 in like 5 games?
So,
Yikes.
Dak, like, can we start Trey Lance, please? You got to give him a chance.
Oh, man. I don't know about that. But hold on. Let me go because, guys, like I said before, it's that equal excitement of what I like more, Cowboys sucking or the Giants being good. It's at an equal of how much I enjoy both of those things.
And we're supposed to have a
It's right here
top-tier
with me.
defense? This was supposed to be an elite defense.
Yeah, listen, I'll tell you right now.
This is
First
their
off,
the defense is ass.
Real quick, Dak sucks. He is terrible. I say
Yes.
get him off the team this season.
Yes.
And people say, "Oh yeah," I don't want to hear it. Even when he does play good, he chokes in the playoffs and he chokes against good defenses. Now,
Even if we go to the playoffs, we're going to lose to 49ers.
He's not playing against Mac Jones, Daniel Jones, or who else did he play against? Well, what other team did he play against?
He played against
Played
the Jets.
Josh Dobbs.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Josh.
So the only
Zach
time
Wilson.
he looks good is when he's playing against Daniel Jones, Zach Wilson, or who else is there? There's one more that he lost to. But he won.
I still think we can make the playoffs, but if we do, we're going to lose to the 49ers.
No, I highly doubt it.
49ers, we're going to lose to. They're going to destroy us again.
First off, hold on.
Wild card at best.
This will happen when Dak's defense does not hold him to 0 points. This is what happens. Because let's be honest, all those games he won, defense was carrying him. All right?
Yes.
And by the way, their defense sucked. Micah Parsons was terrible.
Yes. I thought Michael Parsons was supposed to be that guy. He couldn't even get near Purdy.
Who's
You couldn't even sack him.
again? Williams?
Yeah.
Trent Williams?
You couldn't even
We
sack
them
Purdy.
boys. We them boys.
Michael Parsons couldn't even get
Trent
near
Williams,
Purdy.
Mike Parsons didn't do crap.
Yeah, he couldn't even get near him.
All right. And then Dak.
Tony Pollard sucks right now. Tony Pollard is not doing good either as a running back.
Yeah. So Dak Prescott, he is.
Start Trey Lance, please.
Listen, Dak with him, he has a good offensive line. He has good receivers,
Yes.
and he's terrible. He threw 3 interceptions.
Yes, it's all his fault. I'm not blaming all the O-line. No, Dak was just
No,
bad.
your offensive line's good.
Yeah, they were actually protecting him, which Dak
See,
sucks.
you guys are like almost embarrassing because it's like embarrassing bad, mainly because of how good of players you have, and it's just not showing. I mean, 42 points on offense. Let's focus on the defense at first. Micah Parsons played terrible. He was crying about George Kittle's T-shirt on his podcast, saying he took it as a
Mike
personal
Parsons,
shot.
shut up. You just
It's not
have
a personal shot. It is nothing to do with you. It has something to do with the team. And if you're gonna and he was talking a lot of smack before the game. If you're gonna do that, you have to back it up because you played terrible.
Michael Parsons, just shut up.
I'm sorry, Micah Parsons overall has not done that good this season.
And also with your offense, CeeDee Lamb was
terrible.
hardly
Looking.
open.
Oh, yeah,
He couldn't
thank
even
you for
go.
throwing my fantasy CD.
Tony Pollard didn't
Freaking-
do crap.
I needed one more point from you, and freaking you threw out.
But
lost my
with
point.
all this being said, guys, the main problem falls to the man himself, Dak Prescott,
Yeah.
the king of choking. And whenever he plays a team, where the stakes are high, or the Cowboys,
He
need to
fucking
win,
chokes.
this is what happens. And he has proven at times that he could be a good quarterback.
Yeah, he
But
can.
I think he's too risky to have as a franchise
Yeah, he
quarterback.
gets too freaking
Any
scared.
performances like this, it's over for him. If I'm being honest, it's just one game.
Could we please just start Trey
It's really
Lance?
not.
I just want to start
From
Trey
the
Lance.
dawn of his career in Cowboys history, he has choked multiple times, and he has cost this franchise multiple times, and it's on him 99% of the times. And he's had multiple times to prove himself in elite games, like he did tonight against one of their biggest rivals, and to prove that they're a good team. And this is what happens. And you know what? It's going to happen again and again and again if you continue to start him. And if you don't believe me, look at history, look at the time with him. It just happens every time, even when he does play good. And this is what happens when your defense doesn't carry you. And by the way, your defense is not going to play great every single time. And you need to be out there and do something about it. And you didn't. And the defense is here to blame too. Niners are a great offense.
The defense was ass, dude.
It's just a bad game. And I think this is going to mess up the Cowboys. I believe this is going to mess up the Cowboys' momentum a lot. I believe they're going to lose a lot in their next games. They're going to lose to the Chargers. I believe they're going to go on a 3-game losing streak. And that is balanced with my logical side and my bias side. So that's what I think about this game. Now with the Niners, I know I'm yapping real quick, but let me say one thing.
Niners are the best team in the
Brock
NFL.
Purdy is better than Dak Prescott.
Well, easily. Who argues?
He is a top 15 quarterback. There's a lot of people saying he's in the best position. Even I was saying it. I'll admit it. He's in the position, and yes, he is. He has the best completion rate out of any quarterback in 10 straight games in NFL history. Now you can say he has a good team around him, but that is not even as a sorry excuse. And he's won every single 49ers game. He won like his 10 straight games. And he is playing amazing. Yes, he has
undefeated in regular season.
Yes, he has Deebo Samuel. Yes, he has Brandon Ayuk. Yes, he has McCaffrey. Yes, he has a great offensive line.
George Kittle.
And George Kittle, yes. But with that being said, there's a lot of teams that have great players around him, like Dak, and look what he did. There's a lot of great quarterbacks that have a lot of great teams around him, and they still don't play good. And he is playing amazing. And I believe I do think I'm not gonna say he's like a top 10. Well, maybe he's
Top
around
15.
the top 15. He's around. I definitely think he's there. I don't think Dak's in the top 15 anymore.
I can't blame you.
But
Better than Jack Jones, but
I believe he'll be gone next year. If I'm being honest,
Trey Lance, baby, come on.
maybe. But yeah, there's a lot of theories going around that Trey Lance they traded to the he got traded to the Cowboys because the Cowboys know they can't beat the Niners, so they're trading for Trey Lance to have him like tell him the Niners playbook. Which clearly, if that
I'm sorry,
if that is true,
That's
then clearly
That
he didn't
sounds
learn
so
from that.
dumb, though.
That's
That
all.
sounds
That
dumb.
better
for
not
one
be
game,
That
they
better
would
not
not trade all of that for one game.
Hey, Jerry Jones is a dirty dog. He's also a racist. Oh, by the way, Tristan, I forgot to tell you,
I thought that would make
we
you
were
like
looking
it.
at hold on. We were looking at some of the people on
yeah.
the active team. We found horrible things. First off, Micah Parsons, locker room at Penn State. We'll just leave it at that.
Oh my god.
So, and then Jerry Jones, he was spotted at a in the 1960s when the like the civil rights was happening. He was like she was in a picture shouting at like black students to not join the school. That's what Jerry Jones was doing back in his day. All right. Number 3, Van Ness. You know what I'm talking about? Your linebacker. He apparently beat his wife or something like
Oh
that.
my.
Van Der Esch.
And who else was it?
Oh,
Did he get injured this game too? That dude?
Who else was it? Was it
D.D. Lamb did something.
CD Lamb did something too?
Oh.
Dak didn't do anything. Was it Pollard?
Dak is one of the nicest guys.
No, Pollard didn't do anything either.
It was somebody else. I don't remember. But they were like it was bad.
Brandon Cooks.
Brandon
he
Cooks.
did.
Yeah, he had some like was it like oh yeah, he oh gosh. I don't know how to say it, but basically he's like a big pervert, okay? Brandon Cooks is a big pervert. We'll just leave it at that. Remember the Instagram post he liked Zone?
But I didn't know Michael Parsons was into that stuff.
Yeah. That's why Jerry Jones got him. Anyway, guys, Zone or World, you have anything to say about this game?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
Crowdy was freaking talking over us about how much he hates the Cowboys for the last 15
We
minutes.
get it, Karate. We hate the Cowboys.
I'm just gonna, it makes sense.
Please
Go ahead,
let the
Zone.
Cowboys suck too. That's
Go
all I'm
ahead,
saying.
Zone.
All right,
You could talk crap about
George Kittle, I love you. I mean, great, awesome shirt. Love to see it.
Well, I didn't buy that.
He got fined $13,000 for it, but
it. That's dumb.
Billions have to be so sensitive. You just
Yeah.
facts.
I thought George Kittle, great game. Brock Purdy, I thought he was gonna fall off after the season. After I'm being honest, I said that in multiple live streams and stuff, but like he completely proved me wrong, which I'm happy about. I love Brock Purdy, great
story.
Quarterback. Christian McCaffrey didn't have the best week, but still is the best running back in the NFL.
For sure. And yeah, just look at him. Just look at the backup running back just destroy your defense.
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
What was Micah doing? I didn't even see him. Where was he? What was Micah doing? Was he
Michael
right
was
there?
so bad
What
in
he
this
did?
game, dude. He couldn't
Okay,
get
yeah.
over him.
Yeah, he's getting knocked down by Trent Williams. Yeah. Anyway,
Jesus Christ.
love to see it. Anyway, let's go to our Monday night.
What are you
was-
doing, Packers?
that
Why are
was-
you losing to the
Raiders
Raiders?
beat the Packers. Let me say, Jordan Love sucks. He is terrible.
Yeah.
I was
I tried to
saying-
give him a
I
chance.
thought he was good at first. He had potential, but oh my gosh, like 3 interceptions this game. It is bad. Bad. The Raiders, I don't think, is a good team. All right. Josh Jacobs still played good. Devontae Adams still a great receiver. But overall, nothing really impressive because the Packers offense sucks. I mean, Max Crosby is still a great defense player. That's definitely partly why Jordan Love played terrible, but I think it's on him. Jordan Love, especially against the Lions game last week, was terrible too. I just don't think Love is gonna be there too long, unless he could improve. It does happen in times, but to lose to the Raiders, especially having like two or three interceptions, yeah, it's free. It's bad. But that's all I got.
Jordan Love is really not that good. What's his name? Alexander. I forget his name. The Packers cornerback is still really good. I think he's
John Alexander. I think he's the best corner of the game.
Yeah.
I know that might be I think he's the best. But
Aaron
I think
Jones,
they have a decent
play.
defense. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. No, you can go.
I was gonna say I think they have a good defense. It's just that their defensive line just chokes at times. Sometimes they play good, sometimes they play bad. And then their offense, at the beginning, Jordan was playing good, but now he's not. And the quarterback's, like I said, the most important position. And if they don't fix that quickly, it's going to be a rough season for them.
I was cheering for the Packers. I hate the Raiders. Unfortunately, they lost Jordan Love through at the end of that pick. The Packers. Aaron Jones did he play or did he just not do? I don't even know.
He played the first couple snaps, but then I think he got hurt.
Dylan is an all right running back at best. He definitely proved himself to be better against this in this game because he's a backup running back. But the Raiders, they're a decent team. I'll leave it at that. I think they're a decent team. Beat the Broncos by 1 point, so not great. Broncos are going to win next game, by the way. Packers, decent team. Jordan Love is horrible, which stinks because I wanted Jordan Love to actually be really good just for the Bears fan. But unfortunately, that's definitely not going to be the case.
Yeah, do you guys see Josh Jacobs change his number to 8? I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that. Wait,
what
was his number before? I forget.
28.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is Jordan Love's pick, right? Let me see. Wait, that might have been a touchdown.
Wait, what did you say?
No, it's pick. Never mind.
Oh, I thought you said Jordan Love's thick.
Yo, all right.
Yo.
Okay. What the hell, dude? All right, whatever. Here's the standings, guys. And I think this is before. Yeah, this is before the whatever. All right. Here is this. Giants 1-4. Got it. Commanders are 2-3. Cowboys 3-2. Eagles 5-0. All right. The NFC.
We're not going to win the division.
Minnesota. Oh no. You will probably make it at third at best. The Vikings are 1-4. Bears are 1-4. Packers are 2-3, and Lions are 4-1.
Lions are looking good.
Panthers are 0-5. Saints are
so
3-2. Falcons are 3-2, and the Tampa Bay is 3-1. They had a bye week. All right, Cardinals 1-4. Rams 2-3. Seahawks 3-1, and the Niners are 5-0. All right. Patriots have the exact same record as the Giants. Let's go.
Yep.
Who's going to win that game? You guys go.
Oh, Giants, baby. History repeats itself. Let's go.
Nope. Patriots.
I got the Giants. I'm sorry.
Let's go.
And I
hate
thinking about it.
Bills 3-2, and Miami is 4-1. Cincinnati is 2-3, still at the bottom. Cleveland is 2-2. Baltimore is 3-2, and the Steelers take the lead, surprisingly 3-2.
Steeler.
They are number one because they beat the Ravens, even though they're the same record, but they're number one now. And their defense saved them. All right, Tennessee is 2-3, Houston's 2-3, then 3-2 and 3-2 with the Colts and Jags. And then Denver is now 1-5. It's not Raiders are 2-3. Chargers are 2-2, and the Chiefs are 5-1. They've only lost one game since their week 1, which I think one of the Vikings. And then
here we go. Argument for the Jets game too.
Offense player of the week.
Jamar
Chase.
140, 92 yards, 15 receptions, and 3 touchdowns.
Insane. Did you see?
And I will say,
throw?
after this game, he is probably top 5 receiver. I would say Cooper Kupp was ahead of him at first.
Thank you.
I go back and forth with him. I don't know. I always try to give Cooper Kupp the slight edge because he doesn't have the best quarterback, and he's still putting up crazy numbers. But I don't know. I go back and forth. But I don't think he's better than Diggs. I don't think he's better than Adams or Jefferson or Hill. But maybe better than Cooper. All right. NFC Offensive Player of the week. DJ Moore. Hey, Tristan.
DJ Moore.
280 yards, 8 receptions, and 3 touchdowns. He did crazy in that game. All right. AFC Defense Player of the Year, Max Crosby, 5 tackles, 4. I think that's 4. What is that? TFL.
Tackles for loss.
Tackles for loss. I don't know. I would forget this stuff. And then 1 sack, but still
I
played.
don't like Max Crosby, but great game.
And then we got Fred Warner. Let's go. NFC Defense Player of the week.
Best linebacker in the
8
league.
tackles, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble, and 1 interception.
Best linebacker in the league.
By the way. Dak should have won defense player.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Okay. And then AFC special team. We got Greg. It's Greg, all right? 17 points. Yeah, good kicker.
Bro,
And then
fantasy.
And guys, you already know Butker is winning next one because holy crap. I have now a 40% chance of winning now because freaking Butker on the Chiefs. It's 17 points on fantasy. Like, what the hell? Like, how is that even fair? I think it's a bunch of bull crap. But
I don't
whatever.
know how a kicker gets that many fantasy
Top 5
points.
passing
That's
yards. Number 5, Josh Allen with 1,400. Number 4, Matthew Stafford with 1,450. Number 3 is CJ Stroud, the rookie, 1,460. Number 2 is Kirk, 1,498. And number 1 is Tua by almost 2,000 yards. Oh, 1,000.
200.
Oh my gosh, 200. Tua. Yeah, he's not that good. Tua. So yeah, pretty impressive. I think CJ Stroud, Puka Nacua, and BJ Robinson are offense rookie of the year. We'll see which one wins it. But maybe CJ Stroud because he's putting up great records. Top 5 running backs. The Jaguars running back, which I hardly knew.
Travis Etienne.
Yeah, he
Great season last year.
Amazing last. Deion Swift on the Eagles has 400.
DeAndre Swift.
Zach Moss, the backup
that surprised me.
for Jonathan Taylor for a while, is playing amazing. 445. Number 2, Devon Anker on the Dolphins. I think is he also a rookie?
He's on IR.
Yeah, he's a rookie
now.
He's been playing
Number
great.
1, Christian McCaffrey.
Obviously.
Best running back in the league.
Yep.
And then, guys, we got our Monday night. Chiefs destroy the Broncos, and it's just no surprise. People will always talk about the refs, but yes, there might have been a little. I think there was one play.
Yeah.
But even then, this was not going to go any other way.
Yeah, for sure. All right,
But,
predictions.
Stop
Yeah,
showing
well, let's
Taylor
go
Swift
the
on-
record real quick. Let's show it.
The what? Oh, the predictions.
All right, here's week 5, guys. The last place is Tristian, 5-9. Oh my gosh, Tristian, you have 4 more wrong than you have right.
If he didn't pick the Cowboys over the Niners, he'd be
That was
6
silly,
and
man. That would
8.
be 6-8. Whatever. World and
He's like,
World are at 7-7. Not so bad.
Yep.
Decent. I followed everyone right
Zone
this week, but
is
Zone is 8-6.
And of course,
is 9-5.
Talk's number 1.
Talk and Ben are tied at 9-5.
Oh, no, Ben's number 1.
Yeah, Ben. He's the only one that picked the Steelers, and yeah, they won. So here's the full prediction standing. I am now at last place, unfortunately. I'm gonna come back. Don't worry about it. All right, World, shut up. 45.
I shouldn't have picked the Cowboys, man. I should have just went with the 49ers, but I was too biased.
Zone's 46-32. World's 47-31. We'll talk it 15-28. Oh boy. And here's the Big T standings. Tristan, how's it feel to be losing your own league?
Terrible.
Oh my
I should have
gosh.
just picked the 49ers. Tristan's
26-20. I'm 28-18. Talk is 31-15. And Zone
We should just keep this league.
is 31-15. And World is still winning the Big T standings.
World.
32-14. All right. But with that being said, guys, let's get into our
Predictions.
Week 6
Also, Talk's just gonna be sending his predictions, and then
And
Ben.
I will have Ben 2. Ben 10. Sorry. Okay. Let me get this stuff pulled up.
All right. CU games going on right now. CU 29-6 Stanford. Let's go.
Can I say real quick, great win for LSU last week, beating the
Oh, yeah.
undefeated team. Great win. Daniels carried that team. Our defense sucks.
Daniels with his
He's
scrimmage
better than
and
Sanders, bro. I
rushing
don't
is
care what anyone says.
crazy.
He's better than Sanders. Sanders is the most overrated quarterback.
Shador, Oh, shut the hell up! I was literally
Yeah.
complimenting your team.
Hey, I'm just being realistic. He's the most. If he's
Shador's
not
10 times better than
he would
Daniels.
not be in
What are
conversation.
you talking about?
Dude. All right,
I
first off,
promise you, Shador is better than Daniels.
No, he's not. He's not a
Yes,
top
he
3
is.
quarterback in college.
Yes, he is. He's number 1 in passing yards this year. So I don't know what you're high on.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. Well, so far we're all 1-0. We're all 1-0 so far with the Chiefs game because we all picked the Chiefs. And wait, Will, did you pick the Broncos?
No, I picked the Chiefs.
No, you picked the Broncos last week. That's right.
No, I picked the Chiefs. I said I wanted the Broncos to win, but
He said last week
Last week you picked the Broncos last week.
against the Jets.
Yeah.
Let's get to our first game: Ravens versus Titans. The Ravens were playing really bad last week, like missing wide open passes. I'm gonna go an upset because I like upsets. I'm gonna go Titans. I gotta risk it sometimes.
I hate betting on a division rival, but I do think the Ravens are gonna win this game. But I'm cheering for the Titans, 100%.
All right. World
Ravens.
talk. Sorry, Tristan. Tristan.
Ravens.
R.I.P. Talk is at his theater serving Swifties.
Yeah, everyone send your prayers for him.
Yeah, prayers up for Talk, man.
Yeah.
Poor talk.
This is gonna be a really close. I'm joking. Dolphins.
Yeah, I got
Panthers are winning. An upset.
upset of the week. I'm just kidding. Dolphins are gonna beat them 70-0.
Realistic score. I'm gonna go 33-20.
33-20.
33-14.
I think it'll be like 49-13.
Dolphins 30-10.
World.
70-3.
Oh boy. Wait for the Panthers, right?
No, for the Dolphins.
Okay. Saints versus Texans.
This is actually interesting.
Oh, that's a rough game.
Obviously, I would want to go with the Texans.
I
but
actually
they're
don't
doing
know.
that bad.
I'm going Texans. Zone. What do you got?
I don't know because things had a great week last week, but that was against the freaking Patriots.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
That's not
Texans.
fair.
I'm gonna go Texans too. I like CJ Stroud.
Yeah, and their Collins receiver is great. Tristan, who you got?
I got Texans.
World.
Texans. Although that's going to be a bad look on the Patriots.
It is. It's gonna be really bad. All right, Commanders Falcons. Ooh, I got the Commanders walking away with the W here.
I also
Overtime with the Eagles, man. I got faith in that team.
I have the Commanders winning this game too. I don't know. I besides Bijan, there's little talent on that team. Besides
Drake London
Jesse Bates.
does well. I mean, he's decent. Who else
Kyle
is on
Pitts.
there? Kyle Pitts does. I forget he's on that team. He just either never opened or he just
Please
never
trade him to a good team so he can be like a good tight end. I really think he could be a good player on a different team.
And Ritter is not good under pressure. And when Chase Young or Jonathan Allen comes after him, he's done.
Yeah. There's only like 3 elite players on the Falcons, if you even consider AJ Terrell and Jesse Bates.
Yeah, Jesse Bates looked great, but
Yeah, he had a great week. AJ Terrell had a little fall off last week.
Bengals legend.
Missed a pick. Let's go, world. Love
wasn't so much
Jesse
legend
Bates.
in Super Bowl 55.
Huh?
56, sorry.
What'd you say?
Nothing. I just remember Cooper Kupp being like, I remember that.
Wait, what happened week 1?
No, I remember that one catch of Odell Beckham Jr.
Wait,
that catch
I
in the
just
end
remember
zone.
that. I just remember
Well,
that
Jesse
one,
Bates was like on the
I
ground.
just remember that one game, 40-0.
Okay, my God. Oh, my
All right,
God.
so Tristan,
okay.
we got.
I don't know if there's upset. I'm gonna go Falcons.
Okay. Oops. Jags versus Colt. They met last week.
Yo, I didn't put in my prediction. Yo.
Oh.
Yo.
What you got?
This is a tough game to call, but I'm going with the Commanders.
All right, we got Jags versus Colts.
Just
They
'cause
met
you
last
can go either way
time where
with
the
it.
Colts almost won. They do have Taylor back, but we don't know if Richardson's going to be back.
Jaguars.
Jaguars are good against the Bills. Calvin Ridley's going amazing. And the running back is also doing good. I got the Jaguars.
I want to go upset here with Colts, but Anthony Richardson isn't playing. I think the Jaguars take it.
Yeah, he also didn't play against the Ravens, and they beat him, so it never going to happen with his Colts team.
Yeah, for sure.
But I still go Jags. Tristian, who you got?
I'm gonna go Jaguars.
World?
Jaguars just beat the Bills, so they're going to have the momentum going into this game, so I'm going with the Jaguars.
We got some more games on here. Seahawks, Bengals.
Don't you dare say upset of the
I'll
week.
come back to this game, honestly. I have to think about this. The zone?
Who dey? Bengals. Let's go.
World?
You cringe so
Going
hard.
with the Bengals. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be competitive, but I'm going with the Bengals.
Big D. I mean Tristan.
Yo, chill. If this was like a couple weeks ago, I would have easily picked the Seahawks, but Bengals are having a comeback right now, so I'm gonna go Bengals. I actually think they can beat the Seahawks.
I go Seahawks. I just think their offense, their defense on running is terrible, and they have Kenneth Walker down there. DK, they have one of the best offense receiver core out there.
Yeah,
and
but the Bengals are the best.
Yes, but I think
Can't
you're
line
keeping the
them.
ball under pressure. And the Seahawks, I mean, the Bengals still have not won against a elite defense, and I think the Seahawks do have an elite defense. So we'll have to see what happens, and I think it'll be a closer game. I think the Bengals will play good. I think Burrow will play better. But I'm going to say Burrow throws 1 interception, 2 touchdowns, and you'll have 1 rushing touchdown with Joe Mixon. I'm going to say Kenneth Walker gets 2 touchdowns, and Tyler Lockett gets 1. That's my prediction. And then Seahawks will win by 2 field goals. I just predict to the future there. Trust me. Vikings Bears. I go. Oof. I don't know. That's actually hard now.
I go Vikings. Bears had 1 good week, and it was a great
They
week.
don't have
Don't get me
Jefferson
wrong.
anymore, though.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Bears are a great team. I still have the Vikings winning this. I don't see how they don't. Even without Justin Jefferson, I still think they'll not do as good, but still I think they'll be pretty good.
As much as it hurts me to say, I'm going to go Bears and upset.
Same Bears.
World.
Bears just got their first win, so they're going to have momentum, and the Vikings don't have Justin Jefferson, but the Bears have DJ Moore, so I'm going with the Bears.
All right, Niners Browns. This will be a real nail biter, guys. I don't know. I might have to come back to this.
Watch the Browns actually upset.
No, Niners obviously. They go 6-0, baby.
Yeah, for sure. 49ers win this.
World.
Niners by a lot.
Tristan.
49ers are going to win. No difficulty at all.
Yeah.
Just like a...
All right. Ooh, I go Raiders.
Oh, damn it. This is really difficult.
Unfortunately, I go Raiders. I hate the Raiders, but I also hate the Patriots. Not gonna lie. No offense, world.
I mean, I'll be rooting for the Patriots, but I go Raiders.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
please
rooting
don't
for
root for the Patriots.
I'm not.
No,
Wow.
sorry. You're bad luck. Every time you root for my teams, it's just bad luck.
No, I think your team just sucks, man. But anyway. Tristan, who do you have?
Besides the Eagles, I despise the Raiders the most. But I'm gonna go. I'm sorry, Roy, but I gotta go Raiders. They're gonna beat the Patriots.
Devontae Adams is great. He's gonna destroy your pass coverage.
Mac Jones ain't gonna do crap.
Mac Jones ain't gonna do nothing. Max Crosby gonna like 10 sacks on him. World, who do you got?
I'm going with the Patriots by a field goal.
Oh my gosh.
They almost
All right.
beat them last year. If it weren't for the
It was
refs
last
and
year.
dumb
Oh
decisions
yeah,
by
the refs. Yeah, here we go.
and Jacoby Myers, we would have won that game.
Sure.
But
You
got
beat my karate
you got
when you go into the pack.
from their respective divisions going against each other. So, and this is a must-win for the Patriots because I guarantee you they got the Bills and the Dolphins next. They're not winning either of those
Patriots are
games.
gonna go 1-5, man.
Hey, another team's gonna go 1-5 too this week.
Shut up. Buccaneers versus Lions.
Bucks.
This is
I'm
actually
sorry, I
like
meant
game of-
Lions.
this
I'm sorry,
might be
I
game
meant
of the
Lions. Lions. I have the Lions winning this. Sorry, jeez, I don't know why I said Bucks. Lions winning this. I think it'll be a good game. Lions are a great team. I think they're partially overrated, but I still have the Lions winning. Great. What are you doing?
Buccaneers in upset.
Whoa!
Are you kidding me?
Ooh.
Well,
It is game of the week.
I'm winning every single game this week. I'm thinking of every possibility, and I think Buccaneers win.
You're also last in the predictions, but yeah.
Dude, you watch, all right? The Lions, I just feel like the Buccaneers are going to get the upper hand. They have great receivers. They still have a great defense. The Lions, I sat home with the Bucs. I think they're just going to get the upper hand in this game. I think it happens. Bucs win.
Lions in a really close game.
World.
Going with the Lions. I have a feeling that Baker's going to struggle a little bit in this game.
Cardinals, Rams. I go Rams.
Also, I would like to point out Warriors are 124, Lakers 123 in the fourth quarter with 1 minute left. Just so you know, preseason. Warriors
Please
won
let
the first
the,
preseason
please let
game.
the
Let's go.
Lakers lose. Please let the Lakers lose. Like, it's the only time I'm rooting for the Warriors.
Only time.
You don't like the Warriors?
Sorry, nothing against U-Zone, but I've dealt with a lot of annoying Warriors fans in middle school. Like, it was really annoying.
It's just preseason, buddy.
It's 125, 124.
All right. Yeah, I go Rams.
With James Conner out, I'm also going to go Rams.
Tristan?
Rams.
World.
Rams, easily.
Eagles, Jets.
Eagles.
Don't you dare say upset of the week.
Warriors,
Don't you dare say upset of the week.
Warriors scored.
No, I've done too many upsets. I got to give a couple easy ones. I'll go Eagles to be safe.
Yeah, I'm going to go Eagles. I think it'll be...
I've already had 2 upsets. Well, 10? Yeah, 2. I had 2.
Eagles are
it-
going to win,
I don't know
but
what
barely.
else.
Just like almost every game they've won, barely.
All right, so we all got Eagles. All right.
Easily taking the Eagles.
Shit stomp.
The upset of the week.
You liar,
No
stop.
way.
Oh, get
Out of here. You don't actually believe that, dude.
The Battle
No
of
way.
New York.
Are you actually going upset?
Man, I
Jared
Daniel
don't.
Jones will
Crowdy.
be out. Daniel Jones will be out this game. Saquon is possible to be out. Andrew Thomas going to be out. But don't worry about it, guys.
Oh,
We're going to
my
get the
gosh.
momentum back.
Oh,
We're going to think of the glory days. We're going to harness the energy of New York, and we're going to strike the Bills down.
Don't need to make it so gay, okay?
How? Okay, how is that good?
They're going to strike the Bills down.
All right, guys. Yeah, I go Bills. Sorry.
Oh my gosh, I thought you were kidding.
By a field goal in overtime.
Dude,
Let's go.
can you please go Giants? Root for your own team. Yeah.
Listen, man, you know how bad I'm struggling.
I want you to lose. I want you to lose your
The
predictions.
only
Bills.
time I want the Bills to win.
Bills. I mean, the Dolphins beat them by a lot. Bills are going to beat them by a lot.
They beat them by 5, but it was in London too. But yeah, I mean, the Giants are hot.
Bills are going to win. They're going to destroy you guys just like how we destroyed you guys in week 1. It's going to happen.
Yeah. Listen. Like all right. You
I don't
are
wanna hear
buddy. You guys suck. You guys embarrassed by the Niners. They showed you the frauds you guys are. It's super
Whatever. We still beat you
Be fair, they're the
40-0.
best
That
team
makes
in
me
the
happy.
Yeah.
We still beat you
I
guys.
hope
That makes
hope
me
that
happy.
brings you joy.
40-0.
That's the only joy you're gonna feel for the rest of the season.
What-
So
you wish.
you enjoy it.
You guys are going to lose every game.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. As long as you lose with me, I'm happy. All right.
All
All right.
Oh my
So we all got Bills, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Very close game, right? Game of the week.
No.
Chargers win. Chargers win by 20.
I can't blame you if you do pick the Chargers.
No, I'll pick them either way.
All right.
Even if that game didn't happen, I still pick 'em.
14.9 seconds left.
All right, my real record, I'm gonna say Dak throws only 1 interception,
All right.
but I'm gonna say you're gonna have a really bad offense problem with Tony Pollard, and CeeDee Lamb's not gonna get open as much. Dak will have 1 fumble also. I'm also gonna say Micah Parsons will have 1 sack, but it's gonna be roughing the passenger, so they're not gonna allow it. But it's gonna be a bad call. Justin Herbert and the Chargers are going to get. They're going to get 30. They're going to get 21 points, while the Cowboys only get 10. That's my record. And the touchdown will be CeeDee Lamb.
Watch it be
CD
the first touchdown.
And Dak, and it'll be in the first quarter, and then you guys will just struggle for the whole rest of the game. So that's what I say.
I have the Cowboys winning this.
Damn.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, shut up.
Are you kidding me?
I think
After
the Cowboys-
the Niners game, are you kidding me?
It was the Niners. Relax.
I think the
Yeah,
Cowboys
yeah,
are
you
going to have a
guys
comeback
suck.
week.
That's 3 interceptions. Are you kidding me?
Chargers, I don't know exactly how I feel about them.
You have Joey Bosa, and they have one of the best safeties in the game. You think Dak's gonna overcome that?
They also started off the season 0-2, so I don't know.
Yeah, they also get freaking blown out. They also didn't lose to Joshua Dobbs. They also didn't freaking lose to the Niners by
Cardi, calm down. I know you hate.
No. There is no way you're picking the Cowboys over an elite team like the Chargers. With Keenan Allen, who's leading in receiving yards, when they just had the most embarrassing game of all time. That's mind-boggling. That's insane. But whatever. You know what? It's fine by me. I'll just get
Roll. What about you, Rolled? I'll pick last.
I am so sorry, Tristan, but I'm going with the Chargers.
All right. I can't blame you.
Like Justin Herbert is already better than Dak. I think he's going to play really well. Plus, they have Austin Eckler and Keenan Allen, and they have a pretty solid defense. So, I'm going with the Chargers. So, sorry. And they're at home, too.
Khalil Mack had 6 sacks a couple games ago, and they also do have Joey Bosa.
Oh, he's underrated.
Derwin James, right? Derwin James as their safety. They are an elite.
He's really good.
I don't know how anyone picks the Cowboys over them after the game they had last week, because we saw how they play against elite defenses, and it landed with 3 interceptions. And this is at home with the Chargers, so not even a question in my mind that the Cowboys win.
Okay, my turn. Look,
Jaguars versus Saints.
I didn't even pick.
Well, we already know who you're gonna pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go my team, Cowboys. And we're gonna barely beat the Chargers. I'll say that we'll barely beat them.
Oh yeah. Keep dreaming, buddy. Whatever.
Look, if we get destroyed by the Chargers next week, I'll even say that we're a bad team. If we get destroyed by the Chargers, I'll say it.
You already are a bad team.
No, we're not. We just lost to the 49ers. Relax.
Lost to the Joshua Dobbs party. All right.
Whatever.
All right. I have the Jaguars winning this game.
All right. We all got Jaguars, right? No upsets.
Jaguars.
Real quick, who did the Cowboys play after this real quick? Oh, they're bye week. Okay, well that'll save you from some misery. Yeah, you guys lose to the Rams.
The Rams next.
We can beat the Rams.
And then
look, if we get destroyed by the Chargers, I'll say the Rams will beat us.
Lose to the Eagles by far.
Okay.
Obviously.
We're going to beat the Giants again.
Giants get upset.
Shut up. Cowboys are going to destroy the Giants.
They're destroying the Giants.
We get upset.
They own the Giants, dude. Hey, Karate, just like you said, like the 49ers own the Cowboys, we own the Giants. You can't even deny it.
Jordan Love makes a bounce back against the Cowboys and upset.
We're going to beat the Panthers. Shut up.
No, not Jordan Love. Bryce Young makes a bounce back. Beats the Cowboys.
I mean, we do kind of lose a bad team, so maybe they'll beat us.
The Commanders will
We'll beat the Commanders. Shut up.
They'll beat you. They'll sack you multiple times. Seahawks.
We'll lose the Seahawks.
Who do you play next? Where are you guys? You're hiding from me. Where are you? Oh, you lose the Eagles again, obviously.
No, we'll beat the Eagles one time. We're going to beat the Eagles.
No, the hell you not.
I don't believe that.
Get destroyed by the Bills.
We're going to lose to the Bills. Yes.
Dolphins will destroy you also.
No, they're not.
You think you're going to be the Dolphins?
Well, no, the Dolphins will win, but not destroy us.
Lions will win, baby. Let's go.
Lions will absolutely spank you. And the Commanders will beat you. And the Commanders will sweep you easily. So yeah, you're going to lose every single rest of your games. Yep.
This Chargers game will actually see how much we are of a good team.
And then guys, it's only February 11th, 2024 till the Giants versus the Bills.
No,
you're dreaming, buddy. It's not 2011 anymore.
Shut up.
The Battle of New York, guys. Get ready.
You're not a top 20 team.
NFC Championship. Cowboys versus 49ers.
We are a top 32 team, guys. I don't know what you're talking about.
NFC Championship.
Least
Cowboys
last
versus
on the power
49ers.
rankings.
We're a top 32 team, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Congratulations, being a top 32 team.
Yeah, you're jealous. You're like a top 35.
Top 32 team trophy.
If we're counting in XFL and high school and the gay football league, Cowboys are probably top 50.
Then the Giants are probably top 400.
Yeah. The gay teams are better than the Giants.
No, the gay flag football
is better than
the gay flag football would beat the Cowboys by far. You know what? Micah Parsons probably like to play in there too.
Yeah, maybe. Honestly, he would. His allegations, maybe he would. Honestly,
Okay. Anyway, guys, there's our SportsVille. Hope you guys enjoyed. There's our predictions. And yeah, that's about all. Tomorrow, guys, the fight will happen. Let's go, Tommy Fury, and let's go Dylan Dennis. Like I said, only a scumbag like Logan Paul can make me root for Dylan Dennis.
Let's go Logan Paul. Let's go KSI. I got Logan Paul winning. I got Tommy Fury winning. Let's go.
No way.
Logan Paul's winning. Tommy Fury's winning. Let's go.
I mean, Logan Paul have so much steroids in his arm, he probably won't be able to move them. That guy's clearly on steroids.
Yeah, well.
And he also scams people. He also records dead people.
Do you want me to bring up all the things Dylan Dennis has done?
Is it worse to scam people with $1 million not paying them back? Is it worse than recording a suicide person that killed himself?
Yeah, no. Dylan Dennis. What Dylan Dennis did was worse.
What, backed out of fights? Ooh.
What? No, he sexually assaulted a woman. Okay.
What the hell?
I doubt that.
Well, I think there's 4 or 5 allegations. That's why the fight almost didn't happen. When there's 4 or 5, you said it yourself that 2's a little suspicious. 3, okay, now we're getting there, and 4 is crazy. So
I didn't look into it, but all I'm saying is Logan Paul, he scammed people millions of dollars, and he doesn't pay him back. He's an embarrassing person. He is a scumbag. He treats his friends like trash. Treats everyone like trash. He only cares about clout.
He was a jerk to George.
He's so scared to get canceled. He'll say whatever to do to not get canceled, even if it's kicking off his own friend off his podcast, even if it's scamming millions of people. He made a whole video crying on his podcast, pretending he cared about his fans after scamming them. He didn't give a frick about them until he got called out. And then now that's under the water. People are not talking about it. Now he doesn't care. He's not paying them back. He's a terrible person, and I hope he gets knocked out and his reputation gets destroyed. By the way, Prime sucks too. It tastes like freaking rotten sugar. I don't know if that's possible.
You tasted rotten sugar before?
See you guys next week. Always remember, keep catching, keep catching and dropping the balls.
That's what the guys do.